Hari Om. Namaste to all our dear viewers for this national webinar series on Yoga Ramayana Vishwakosha history. We are indeed very delighted to enter into the next session of Sangeeta Ramayana on Sundara Kanda by Mrs. Bhavana Pradyumnaji.
Namaste. I welcome you all to the fifth episode, the Sundara Kanda. I am supported by miniature paintings from Sri Narmada Prasad Upadhyay and a collection from various museums across the globe. Audio and video mastered by Sri Prasanna Keshava at Namvara Studios, Bengaluru. Sundara Kanda depicts the adventures of Hanuman. Hanuman was lovingly called Sundara by his mother Anjani, and this Kanda deals primarily with Hanuman's journey to Lanka and his selflessness, strength and devotion to Rama. So, the hero of this Kanda is Hanuman. Continuing with Bhavayami Raghuramam. Sahita Vayusunu Kararpita Bhanusata Bhaswara Bhavyaratnanguliyam Vanarutama Sahita Vayusunu Kararpita Bhanushata Bhaswara Bhavyaratnanguliyam Tena Punaranita Nyuna Chudamani Karshana Tena Punaranita Nyuna Chudamani Darshanam Tena Punararida Nyuna Chudamani Darshanam Srinidhim Udadhidirashrata Vibhishanamilitam Srinidhim Udadhidirashrata Vibhishanamilitam Vanarotama Sahita Vayusunu Kararpita He who, along with the king of monkeys, the son of Vayu, Hanuman, gave the divine ruby-encrusted ring as resplendent as 100 suns, and who certainly saw the hair ornament that was brought back by him, Hanuman, the repository of all riches, who was met by the submissive Vibhishana on the shores of ocean. This verse from Bhavayami Raghuramam, a composition of Swati Tirunal, summarizes Hanuman's journey from Kishkinda to Lanka. Hanuman offered his prayers and set off on the journey towards Lanka. He increased in size and with great roar leapt up to the skies. As his gigantic shadow fell on the waters of the ocean, nature rose to help him. The sun reduced its heat, the moon showered its bright light, and the wind helped him keep afloat. ऋषयस्तुष्टुवुश्चैव प्लवमानं विहाय सा जगुश्च देवगन्धर्वाः प्रशंसन्तो महोजसम् प्रशंसन्तो महोजसम् Sages praised the great resplendent Hanuman flying in the sky. Devas and Gandharvas also sang in his praise. I have selected verses from Valmiki Ramayana which talks about music, and Sundarakanda has many references about the singers and the instruments which we will be witnessing as part of this episode. Annamaya, in his Kirtana, Mangambudhi Hanumanta, O Hanumanta of Mangambudhi, we earnestly seek your shelter. Just like how everybody sought Hanuman's help to find Sita. O Hanumanta, your deeds are pleasant. You dare to hold the rising sun, thinking it to be a fruit. You are specially blessed with a series of boons by Brahma and other gods. You have shown your eminence to other monkeys the skill of crossing the ocean. O great Hanumanta, you amazed everyone, showing your limitless might. You destroyed my Ravana, the resident of Patala Loka. O most benevolent Hanumanta, your worship of Sri Venkatapati with folded hands. O most benevolent Hanumanta, you worship Sri Venkatapati, an incarnation of Rama with folded hands. Mangambudhi Hanumanta, Mangambudhi Hanumanta ni Sharana, Mangavinchiti me Hanumanta, Mangambudhi Hanumanta ni Sharana, Mangavinchiti me Hanumanta, Mangambudhi Hanumanta. Balarka bimbamo phalamani patina alarijetala Hanumanta tulani brahmadulache varamululiche konina Hanumanta Mangambudhi Hanumanta ni Sharana Mangavinchiti me Hanumanta Mangambudhi Hanumanta. Jaladhi datani satvamunu kapulaku alari telipitive Hanumanta ilayuna kajamu nekamu vanatu balimi perigitivi bali Hanumanta Mangambudhi Hanumanta. పాతాళము లోపలి మైరావణు అతల చంపిన హనుమంత చేతులు మూడుచుగ శ్రీ వెంకటపతి शरण मंगविंचितिमि हनुमंत मंगांबुधे हनुमंत हनुमंत While crossing the sea, Hanuman is stopped by Surasa to test his prowess. Surasa had a boon from Brahma saying that whoever crosses the ocean should go inside her mouth, and then she would allow the person to cross the ocean. Hanuman, with his gigantic figure, would grow in size, and Surasa would open her mouth likewise. And within a fraction of a second, Hanuman would shrink to the tiniest size and enter Surasa's mouth and gets out. Surasa blesses him that his work should be victorious. Later, the sea god sends the mountain Mainaka to provide him rest, which he refuses. His shadow, while crossing the ocean, is caught by a Rakshasi, by a demoness called Simhika, whom he kills and reaches Lanka. Sasagaram Danavapannagayutam Balena Vikramya Mahormimalinam Nipatyatire cha Mahodagheestada Dadarsha Lanka Mamaravati miva Dadarsha Lanka Mamaravati miva Amaravati miva Amaravati miva. Having traversed by the dint of his strength over the ocean, which was infested with demons and reptiles and endured with series of huge waves, and alighting on the shore of the great sea, Hanuman saw the city of Lanka having a resemblance of Amaravati, the capital city of Indra. Yojananam shatam Shrimam stirtvapyuttama vikramaha Anihi swasarkapistatra Naglani maghigachati Kapistatra Naglani maghigachati Gachati. The glorious Hanuman, with the best courage, even though crossing 100 yojanas, was without a sigh and did not obtain any tiredness. This verse and others clearly mention that Hanuman crossed an ocean of 100 yojanas. At the present time, the shore-to-shore distance between southern tip of India and northern tip of Sri Lanka is around 60 miles. Even with a measure of 2.5 miles per yojana, 100 yojanas translate to 250 miles. To explain this anomaly, we need to consider that around the time of Ramayana, the distance was a lot more than the current 60 miles. This is in sync with the current theories by geologists that the ocean between India and the current Sri Lanka had been replaced by landmass over a period of time. Also, according to Ramayana, the mountains Trikuta, Lamba, Suvela were to the north of Lanka, but currently the mountains are found in the southern part of Lanka. This suggests that the northern parts of current Lanka were submerged in water during the Ramayana period. Continuing with Ramayana, Sangeeta Ramayana. Entering Lanka at night by placing his left foot, desiring the destruction of enemies, Hanuma hears various musical instruments being played upon inside. He also observes enemies' forces and moves towards the royal court. Shushrava madhuram geetam, Shushrava madhuram geetam, Tristhana swarabhushitam, Strinamada samriddhanam, divicha apsarasamiva, Shushrava madhuram geetam, Tristana swarabhushitam, Strinamada samriddhanam, divicha apsarasam iva, Hanuma heard a sweet song which was decorated by the sound from three swaras, Mandra, Madhya and Tara, of love-lorn women like Apsara women in heaven. Musical notes from stringed instruments which were comforting to ears started. Tantre swanaha karna sukhaha pravrittaha, Kachidveena parishvajya prasupta samprakashate, Nrittavaditra kushala rakshasa indra bhuja ankagaha, Anya kakshagatena eva maddakena, Anya kakshagatena eva maddakena asiti kshana, Pattaham charu sarvangi, Pīdyashete shubhasthani, Mridangam paribhidya angaihi, Prasupta matalochana, Dindimam parigrahya, Anya tathaiva asakta dindima, Kachid adambaram nari bhuja sambhoga peditam. These are few selected verses from the Valmiki Ramayana where there is a mention of the many percussion instruments and the stringed instruments that were used that Hanuma could hear at Lanka. Hanuman wanders around Lanka. He comes across many beautiful ladies and even confuses Mandodari, Ravana's wife, as Sita, eventually to realize that Sita would never be happy without Rama and would have adorned herself with gold jewelry and beautiful clothes. He wanders around searching for Sita Mata, and eventually comes to Ashokavana. He sees Sita under a tree, surrounded by many demonesses, and Ravana trying to convince her to marry him. Eventually, when Ravana leaves, Hanuman introduces himself to Sita. Hanumadvilasa is a wonderful poem written by Sri Tippanarya Kavi in the language Kannada. It focuses mainly on the many accomplishments of Anjaneya, Hanuman, the son of Anjana Devi and Vayuputra. Lalisamaya Janaki Bhadradayaki, Lalisamaya Janaki Bhadradayaki, Lalisamaya Janaki Bhadradayaki, Lalisamaya Janaki. Balana Vrittada Vella Peluve Niyalisu Subishalabaki. Balana Vrittada Vella Peluve Niyalisu Subishalabaki. Lalisamaya Janaki Bhadradayaki, Lalisamaya Janaki. Anila Devara Vara Prasada Tanayana no Yenna Padeda Janani Anjana Devi. Anila Devara Prasada Tanayana no Yenna Padeda Janani Anjana Devi. Najani Sidagale Suryana Manadi Andil Dobavisi Kabali Sutire Lalisamaya Janaki. Hanuman describes himself as the son of Vayu and Anjana Devi. Brahmadigala tanuvinallida pranavayugala ಎಳೆಯುತ್ತೀರೆ ಘನವಾಗಿರುವುದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಚುತನು ಇರುವ ನಿಲಯ ಇದೀ ವನಜನಯನ ಪುರೆಯನು ತಲಿ ಲಾಲಿಸಮ್ಮಯ್ಯ ಜಾನಕಿ. Hanuman introduces himself and then continues to describe the story of Rama to Sita to gain her confidence. Periyalvar, also known as Vishnu Chittar, is one of the 12 Alvar saints of South India who are known for their affiliation to Sri Vaishnava tradition. He is the foster father of Andal Tayar. Andal, also called as Kode, is the only female Alvar and is considered to be the incarnation of Bhudevi, the goddess earth. The verses of Alvars are compiled as Nalayira Divya Prabandham, and the 108 temples revered are classified as Divya Desham. According to some accounts, Periyalvar is considered the first in line of the 12 Alvars, while other accounts place him as the 8th. His original name is Vishnu Chittar. Since he blessed Lord Vishnu, assuming he as his elder brother to the Lord, he is called Periyalvar. His contributions are Tirupallandu and Periyalvar Tirumozhi among the 4,000 stanzas in the Nalayira Divya Prabandham. Hanuman sees Sita in Ashokavanam in Ravana's Lanka and says, "O beautiful goddess with dark, thick hair, I am your slave. This is my request." Rama broke the bow of King Janakan, whose shining crown was studded with diamonds, and then he married you. When Balarama, known for his excellent tapas, stopped him on the way to Ayodhya after your marriage, Rama broke his bow and destroyed his powerful tapas. This tells you I am a messenger from Rama. O Sita, the one adorned with lovely blossoms, beautiful hair, I bow to you. I bow to your feet. This is my request. Show me your grace and listen. And you are beautiful as a doe and have 2 eyes like blooming flowers. One day, when you were with your beloved husband, he brought you a jasmine garland, and you were very happy to see it. This tells you I am a messenger from Rama. Kaikeyi, the queen of Dasharatha, confused in her mind, asked for 2 boons from Dasharatha, and the king, with a sorrowful heart, was unable to refuse and granted the boons. He sent Rama away saying, "O dear son of our family, go and stay in the forest." This tells you I am a messenger from Rama. O Vaidehi, beautiful one, this is my request to you, the royal queen of the king of Ayodhya, who has a beautiful chariot. Give me your grace and hear me. He became a good friend of Guha, who was skilled in using a sharp spear, lived on the bank of Ganges. This tells you I am a messenger from Rama. O Vaidehi, as lovely as a doe, with words as sweet as milk, this is my request. When you and Rama went to the forest, filled with stony paths, and stayed in Chitrakutam, where the mountain slopes are covered with groves and flowers drip honey, Bharata came and worshipped you. This tells you I am a messenger from Rama. When you were in Chitrakutam, a small crow came and touched your breast. You were scared when Rama shot an arrow at the crow, and the crow, frightened, flew all over the world. You called Rama saying, "O Rama, clever one, come, you are my refuge." At once Rama came and made the crow blind in one eye. This tells you I am a messenger from Rama. Hear me. When a golden deer came in the forest and played sweetly, you asked your beloved husband to bring it to you, and when he took his bow and went to catch it, he asked Lakshmana to watch you. But Lakshmana left you without guarding you, searching for Rama, because you heard Rama calling him and thought he was in trouble, thought Rama was in trouble. This tells you I am a messenger from Rama. Periyalvar, through these Pashurams, conveys different ways as to how Hanuma would have convinced Sita to believe that Hanuma was indeed a messenger of Sri Rama. Eventually, Sita saw the ring of Rama placed in all directions. She thought of the day when Rama came to Janaka's palace, broke the bow in the middle of large assembly. He was adorning that ring. Sita, decorated with flowers on her hair, said, "O Hanuma, this is a marvelous sign," and joyfully put the ring on the top of her head. Nidinda karungudil madavai ninnadiyen vinnapam shellinda mani mudichangan shilaiyezhuthe ninai konarthu alindu அரசு களை கட்ட அருந்தவத்தோனிடை விளங்க செழில்த சிலை கொடு அல்லியும் பூமலர் போதாய் அடிபணிந்தேன் விண்ணப்பம் சொல்லுகேன் கேட்டருளாய் துணை மலர் கண்மடமானே எல்லியும் போதி நீ திறதல் இருந்ததோரிட வகையில் மல்லிகை மாமலை கொண்டு அங்கார்த்ததும் ஓர் அடையாளம் கலக்கிய மாமனத்தனளாய் கையேசி வரம் வேண்ட மலக்கிய மாமனத்தனாய் மன்னவனும் மழுதொழிய குலகுமரா காடுழைய போயென்று விடை கொடுப்ப இலகுமண தன்னோடும் அங்கேகியதோர் அடையாளம் வாரணிந்த முலை மடவாய் வைதேவி விண்ணப்பம் தேரணிந்த தூயர் கோதெருந்தேவி கேட்டருள பூரணிந்த வேலவனவனன் புகனோடும் கங்கை தன்னில் சீரணிந்த தோழிமை கொடுந்தமோர் அடையாளம் மானமரமில் நோக்கி வைதேவி விண்ணப்பம் காணமரும் கல்லதர் போய் காழழிந்த காலத்து தேனமரும் பொருளொழி சார சித்திர கொடு திருப்ப சித்திர கொடு திருப்ப பால்மொழியாய் பரத நம்பி பணிந்ததும் ஓர் அடையாளம் சித்திர கூட திருப்ப சிறு காக்கை முலை தீண்ட அத்திரமே கொண்டழிய இணை தலுகம் தீர்ந்து ஓடி அனைத்துலகம் திறந்தோடி வித்தகனே இரமாவோ நின்ன பயம் என் அழைப்ப அத்திரமே அதற்கை அழுத்தமோர் அடையாளம் மின்முத்துடனடையாய்மை அடியேன் விண்ணப்பம் பொன்முத்தமானொன்று புகழ்ந்து விளையாட நின்னன்பில் வழியில் சிலை படித்திம்பிரார் ஏகபின்னே அகில குமணல் பிறகருவோர் அடையாளம் மைத்துகமாமலர் குழிலாய் வைதேவி விண்ணப்பம் ஒத்த புகழ் வானரகோன் உடனிருந்து நினைத்தேட அத்துக சீரையத்தியர்கோன் அடையாளும் இவை மொழில்தான் இத்தகையால் அடையாளம் ஏதவன் கை மோதிரமே கை மோதிரமே திக்கழலை புகழுளந்தி வேள்வி செல்நாள் மிக்க பெரும் சபைநடுவே வில் இழுத்தார் மோதிரம் கண்டு ஒக்குமாலடையாளும் அனுமான் என்று உச்சி மேல் வைத்து கொண்டு கதழலால் மரர் குளிரார் ஸ்ரீதேயுமே வாராரும் முலை முடவாள் வாராரும் முலை மடவாள் வைதேவி தனை கண்டு சீராரும் திழல் அனுமான் தெரிந்தரை அடையாளும் பாராரும் புகழ் புதுவை பட்டர்பிரான் பாடல் வல்லார் ஏறாரும் வைகுந்தத்தே இமையவரோடிருப்பாரே அவரோடிருப்பாரே அவரோடிருப்பாரே
சீதா
As Hanuman to describe the various characteristics of Rama and Lakshmana, Hanuman describes in detail to Sita the appearance and the qualities of Rama and Lakshmana. Hanuman also gives an account of how a friendship developed between Rama and Lakshmana as well as the Sugriva, the lord of monkeys. Hanuman also narrates his own life story from the time he was born till his role as a minister of Sugriva. He ends the story with his sight of Sita in Lanka. Hanuman asks Sita to give him a token of remembrance which Rama can recognize. Sita then narrates the episode of a crow which occurred on the Chitrakoota mountain and requests Hanuman to repeat it before Rama by the way of a token of recollection. She further sends greetings to both Rama and Lakshmana, conveys her inquiry about their welfare and conveys to them her resolve to survive only for a month after the expiry of the time limit given by Ravana. Thereupon, she hands over to Hanuman her jewel for the head as a token of remembrance, the Chudamani. Annamaya again in his composition talks about how Sita was relieved after seeing Hanuman and she feels that her sorrows would soon see an end. Sita shoka vighataka, Sita shoka vighataka, patalalanka vibhala, Sita shoka vighataka. Hanumantaraya Anjani Tanaya Bhuvanadhilangana Gatra Vayuputra Inakuladhipa Nijahita Jaganuta Vanajodhara Sevaka Sarvaranika Sita Shokavir Ghataka. Pankajasanu divya padavaibhava Lankini prana vilankana. Pankajasanu divya padavaibhava Lankini prana vilankana. Venkateshwaru seva virama Venkateshwaru seva veera mahadira Kinkararaya sukhi bhava Kinkararaya sukhi bhava Sita shoka vighataka patalalanka Sita shoka vighataka. The demoness who surrounds Sita now starts questioning whom she was talking to and sends this message to Ravana. Ravana immediately orders his servants to wrap up the old rags around Hanuman, hold him and pour oil to it and burn it with fire. The demons tie Hanuman with ropes and conduct him to walk down the entire city, proclaiming to the citizens of Lanka saying that Hanuman is a spy. The female demons inform Sita about the burning of Hanuman's tail and making him move around the city by demons. Then Sita starts praying the fire god to do good to Hanuman. In response to her prayers, fire god makes Hanuman feel cool with his burning tail. Then Hanuman approaches the city gate of Lanka takes an iron rod from the arched door of the gate and kills all the security guards there. Hanuma again visits Ashoka garden and sees Sita once more. He consoles Sita that Rama, along with the forces of monkey and bears, will come soon, and after conquering the enemies in battle will take her back. He ascends Mount Arishta and enlarges his body, making himself ready to leap across the ocean. Sakradeva prapannaya tavasmi ite chayajate abhayam sarvabhutebhyo abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadami etat vratam mama etat vratam mama. He who seeks refuge in me just once, telling me that I am yours, I shall give him assurance of safety against all types of beings. This is my solemn pledge, says Hanuma. Thus, Hanuma returns back to Kishkinda, where Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriva and all others are waiting for hearing a good news from Hanuma. Shrinidhim udadhitirashrita vibhishana militam. Descending from the sky, Vibhishana seeks refuge at the feet of Rama. On Rama's inquiry, he explains about the strength of Ravana. Rama promises to kill Ravana and anoints Vibhishana. Rama sits on the seashore, seeking the help of the ocean god to yield a passage for his army to pass through and reach the city of Lanka. Ramanai kannara kandane Vibhishanal kai mamudi mail vaithe kondane. Ramanai kannara kandane Vibhishanal kai mamudi mail vaithe kondane. Ramanai kannara kandane. This completes the Sundara Kanda. Vibhishana has now sought refuge in Rama. We will continue the rest in the next Kanda, which is the final Kanda, the Yuddha Kanda. Namaste.
Our grateful thanks to Mrs. Bhavana Pradyumnaji for beautiful depiction on Sundarakanda in this series. We'll meet again tomorrow. Namaste.